Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you again for joining me. Today we have a video full of dupes. I am obsessed with drugstore and I love finding dupes for like higher end makeup, and I think I did a pretty good job. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the things that I picked out. All right, first I have to have my little dollar glasses that are filthy as usual. Okay, so the first thing we have here as I put my little glasses on, we have the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. And this is a Chanel bronzer. And this is the color. It is a pretty good big package. And I can't even see how big it is. But as you can see, it is really big. The dupe that I found for it is the Sonia Kashuk. I've talked about this several times. I love this. It is a great product. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what the inside of this. This is what the inside of the Chanel looks like. And then this is the dupe of the Sonia Kashuk. As you can see, it's pretty close in color. The only thing is this one right here has gotten a little bit on the harder side, and the Sonia Kashuk is super smooth and super creamy, and I've had it not too far off from each other because I know that I was looking for something, you know, for myself and something for my kid. I always put the best things in my kit. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it. This one is the Chanel. And then this one is the Sonia Kashuk one. Am I pronouncing it the right way? Probably not. I always butcher something. So as you can see, it's pretty close in color. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the Chanel with my Real Techniques brush. I'm just going to go over the perimeter of my face. And I just like a really nice light sun-kissed look. I don't know if you could see that. All right, now I'm going to take a Luxie brush and I'm going to go into the other side. I almost feel like I get more of a payoff with the dupe, believe it or not. I mean, I love both of them the same, but I swear I get a better payoff with the other one. I don't know, what do you think? I think so, because I could see it better on this side. As you can see, I pretty much use this one more than this one. So my favorite is this one, believe it or not. And I actually talk about it a lot. I've had this one for a good amount of time. And I don't know if it's because Chanel and I don't want to use it very often. I just like to kind of have it on my vanity. I don't know. Call me crazy. But I do love it. And I do obviously use it. I just think I like this one better because it is a little bit on the creamier side. Okay, the next thing we have here is the e.l.f. Jelly. And then I have the Farsali Jelly Beam. All right, so this is what the Farsali looks like. As you can see, it's kind of doing some weird little stuff. It's getting a little bit on the weird texture. Like, it's not as jelly-like as the e.l.f. If that makes sense. But this is the e.l.f. one. This one actually used to look like this one, and this one's not looking so hot. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch. I'm going to clean my fingers to give it a fair chance. Okay, so this one is the e.l.f. Oops, I'm going to go right down here. That's the e.l.f., which is super crazy pigmented. And now this one is the Farsali. Actually, I'm going to use a different finger. Wrong finger. Okay. So this is a Farsali one. This one, the e.l.f. is actually more pigmented than the Farsali one. Look at that. Look at the difference. They're both beautiful, but this one just kind of tends to be a little bit on the higher pigmented. So that's a pretty good sense. And this one right here, I think I picked it up on e.l.f. when the entire site was 50% off. So keep your eyes peeled for that, because sometimes those have those little sales where you could buy everything 50%. And I believe that's what I paid for that one. Okay, the next thing I have here is my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And then this is my Tatcha. So these I've been wearing both. Like I wore this one on one side, this one on the other side. And I actually feel like this one is a little bit softer. This one goes on a little bit smoother. I mean, they're both really smooth. They both go on nicely. But this one almost feels a little bit smoother than this one. Now, of course, this is the higher end. It did leave one of my sides of my face. It did leave it a little bit more like perfect, I don't want to say perfect because I did see some little bit of things going on with this one, but this one obviously, because it's a higher end, it worked a little bit better than this one. But this one, it was not so far off from the Tatcha one. I mean, this actually did a really, really great job at the end of the day. So I actually like both of them, even though this one right here is going to take care of your texture skin a little bit better than this one, but it is so close. So if you are wondering about this one and don't want to pay the high price, this is an amazing dupe for it. But just to keep in mind that this one does actually have a mini now that I believe is about $20. So it's like 20 something dollars cheaper to get the mini, but this one is $8. But it is like really close. I'm like loving both of them. All right. Another thing that I have here is the highlighter. This is Ofra highlighter glazed donut by Naked Pictorials, and then this is a Maybelline Master Chrome by Naked Pictorials also. Now there is a slight difference in color, but sometimes when you have super pale skin, I know a lot of my clients that are really pale, they always have issues finding like a really good highlighter. So, and they don't want to spend the $30 on this one. So this one right here, they're both by Nikki. It is a great one to get. This is the Maybelline one. And now this is the Ofra one, which is a little bit paler than the other one. So those are the two in comparison. I mean, I think it's actually a pretty good dupe. It's a little bit darker than this one. Not so much though, but I mean, it is amazing. So if you have issues trying to find like a perfect highlighter, if you're really pale, both of these would be like absolutely amazing, except this one is way less than this one right here. Okay, so I have been using my Super Stay full coverage. I'm trying to read it with, why am I reading without my glasses? Why do I try to do that? Because I'll start making stuff up. My Super Stay full coverage powder foundation. Now this one right here, I haven't done a review on because I've been really like loving it. So I'm like, okay, I keep mentioning this one, but this is a Tarte kind, is the new Pretty. Amazing, I love it. But if you don't want to spend the $32 on this one, the 12 bucks on this one, this is like a great dupe for this one. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the two side by side. If I can open it. Okay, so this is a Tarte, and then this is the Maybelline one. Look at that. Pretty much the same color. Now I'm gonna swatch them both on my finger. So this is a Maybelline Super Stay. And then this one's the Tarte. I mean, seriously, I can't even tell the difference between the two, but they both do like an amazing job. I used it with makeup, without makeup, and just used the powder foundation by themselves. They both last a long time. They both perform beautifully. So just to let you know, amazing. So if you're interested in this one, you don't want to spend the money, this is like an amazing dupe for it. Love, love. All right, the next thing I have here is, I gotta wipe my hands and I dropped my thingy. Hold on. Oh, sorry. All right, so my Laura Mercier, this is my secret brightening powder. I love this powder. I mean, I've been using this for years. This is a great powder. It's great because it illuminates underneath your eye a little bit. If you love like, you know, using liner in your waterline, if you put this close enough, it will keep that waterline from like feathering out, because unless you use like the perfect liner, you know, it always happens to all of us. It starts fading, it starts going to places where you don't want it to go. So this is great for that. So I found e.l.f. has pretty much the exact same powder. It does the same thing. Now remember, this isn't a powder that you want to bake with because it will leave you looking like a raccoon. So this is great to just kind of put underneath. I'm gonna go ahead and do it one side. Put it underneath and just let it sit for like a little second. You don't leave this underneath for a long time because it will brighten you up where you look like a raccoon. Okay, so that is the Laura Mercier. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Actually, I'm gonna use a different one with the e.l.f. So they're both pretty much the same thing. It is absolutely beautiful, except one, again, I got it on like my little half off deal. They're beautiful. So this one is like 20 something dollars, And this one is less than $5. I think actually at the store it's about $3. So this is a great deal. I mean, a great dupe for this Laura Mercier one. Okay, the next thing I have here is my Brow Kaboom, and this is the Desi Perkins. By the way, I love that whole little kit with different brows because I've never tried the little brow, you know, cream thingy, powder thingy jigger here because I always like to feather my eyebrows in with a pencil. But I've been kind of using this and I'm kind of really liking it. So this is the mini version. Now I got this from Wet n Wild, pretty much the exact same thing. And then, okay, so the only difference is this one right here has this little angled brush, which is great. And the Wet n Wild one here, so you kind of like unscrew it, but it has like this little brush, and I don't like it so much because this one is angled and this one isn't. And this is actually a really nice little angled brush for applying the brow stuff, but this one not so much. But anyway, this is pretty much the exact same thing as the other one, except the Desi ones comes like in different colors and stuff like that, but of course you could order it by itself and then get the correct color. But this is a dark brown, and the Wet n Wild one comes in different colors also. So this is a Wet n Wild. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply this one. And both of them, you open the top up, this little top, and then you're gonna get the little product inside. Okay, so where's the little, okay, so, and this one's the Desi one. This little pot is so cute. One's just lighter than the other one, but the same thing. And this one's gonna run you about 20-something dollars. Again, I say 20-something dollars because I looked at, you know, I looked over it really quick and that's how much they are, but I don't wanna say exactly how much because I don't wanna be wrong. All right, and this is gonna run you, I think, less than $5. No, actually it is, it's less than $5. So this is actually a great dupe for this little guy right here. So Wet n Wild, and this is Benefit. Okay, so I love my NYX micro brow pencil. I talk about it all the time. I absolutely love it. So in my Desi kit, again, this is available single. You don't have to buy the Desi kit, but this one's awesome. I absolutely love it. These two pretty much do the exact same thing, except this one right here, most of the time you could find it at Ulta, buy one, get one half off, or it's gonna be $10 versus this one right here. I mean, it is a lot fancier. I love it, but it does the exact same thing as the other one. So I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, so this one is the Benefit. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you the NYX. The only difference is a little bit of the color. So pretty much the same thing. They're both great. They last forever. I never have any problems with it. I always mess up my tail here when I redo my foundation. They both stay on forever. They don't fade. They don't do anything crazy, and that's why I love them. They're not overly pigmented where, like, you know, they start kind of smearing. It's not a super soft pencil because when you get a really soft pencil for brows, then a ton of pigment comes on, it starts moving around, you know what I mean? It starts doing weird stuff. So these two are actually like a great brow pencil. These are like amazing. They're like one of my favorites. All right, the next thing I have here is my Benefit Dr. Feelgood. I love this. I've been using this for like a really, really long time. You could apply it underneath your makeup. You could apply it by itself. If you're oily or you have all these little fine lines, this is great. So underneath your makeup, just put it on with your fingers. I like to kind of warm it up and then just kind of put it in my areas where I get super oily. Right here, pretty much, you know, it goes into your fine wrinkles and just kind of fills them up a little bit. This is great if you're super shiny during the day and you don't want to keep powdering your face because you start getting a little cakey. This is great just to kind of, it's a nice balm just to kind of put on your face, and it kind of, you know, gets rid of a little bit of the shine. So they have this in a CoverGirl, and as you can see, I've already hit pan on this, except this one is a lot bigger than, well, no, is it a lot bigger? It might be. The only thing is this little thing right here is a pain in the butt to get open. But I love it, but it's a pain. Okay, so these are the two together. It's a tad bit bigger. But as you can see, I've hit pan with this one. I love this stuff. I think it's great. Actually, e.l.f. has one as well that's cheaper than both of these put together. I tried looking for it. I have no idea where I put it, but it is the same exact thing, and it's actually a little bigger than this one. It's a compact. So this one, you know, 30 something dollars. I believe this one was like $9 or $10 or something like that. The e.l.f. one is way less. So if you're interested in getting one of these, you know, check out the e.l.f. one because it is available and it's also great. All right, so my little Marc Jacobs here, and then I also have my little Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. Probably made that up because my glasses are on top of my head. So I love these. I love putting it on the model's shoulders, on their collarbones. I love mixing it with foundations. These are great. I always have these in stock. I always have them in my kit. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the Marc Jacobs one. Now this one right here comes out in big splotches and it does dry out a little bit more, but look how pretty. It is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and show you the Becca one. The Becca one always comes in like little deals where you could get this and then like you could get like a blush or something else. So watch out for these because they always have little deals on them. Okay, so this is the Becca one right here. They do come in different colors also. Okay, so now I have a little e.l.f. highlighter and I paid $4 for this one. Now, the only thing about this one is that before you put it in the back of your hand or mix it, you kind of have to squish it around because you get a little bit of that clear liquid that comes out first. So that's the only thing. Okay, so this is the $4 one from e.l.f. And then they have another one, and this one is called Highlighting Pearl Paint. Now, they have like a ton of different colors for this one too. Okay, so this is, see, it comes out, that little liquid comes out first. All right. Yeah, it's dripping. All right, let me just kind of get rid of that liquid. Okay, so that's what this one looks like. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? So these are the higher end ones, and these are the dupes right here. So this one actually works a lot better when you kind of squish the bottle around because I had all that liquid that came out with it. So that's why it's doing that little weird thing right there. But they are absolutely beautiful. They're great. As you can see, it's super pigmented. Actually, it's more, the cheapest one is more pigmented than all the other ones. And the Marc Jacobs ones does tend to kind of dry out a little bit. So these are a little bit more, you know, they're a little easier to work with than actually this one because this one dries down faster. So that is, these two are the dupes for these two. All right, is that it? I think that's it. Anyway, let me know if you like these kind of videos because I have so many other dupes for a bunch of other higher end stuff. I love making these videos. Let me know what your favorite dupes are. I would love to know. Or if you have a request and you want me to find a dupe for you, let me know. I will be more than happy to do that for you. Anyway, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe and I'll see you again for my next one. Bye.